First of all, this is January 2006. Excuse me. This is March 1st, 2006. A little bit ahead of myself.
Prophecy by the Teacher, 2009.
I would like to start by introduction. This tape, 007, is to show clips that the world is in complete turmoil with almost no way out, as described in the last days according to Revelations and Zechariah, that it would seem almost impossible that life could continue on. But you must remember, this is prophecy of the last days. The present, the future, and that of the past. Remember those words spoken of by Adonai himself, the word of Adonai. I am the first and the last, the beginning and the end. And when you see the end coming, don't ask me what or why things are as they are. I told you, if you believed in me from the beginning, starting with the 5 books of Mushi, and also introducing himself to Adam and Eve. Do you follow me? I'm Lee, the teacher. All these things were spoken of before. As he said, the word of God, show me a man that can tell you the end at the beginning, and show me a fool when he's told at the beginning that don't know it when he see it coming at the end. Unquote. Note what you see in my text here, and hear the opinions of different so-called scholars we've got today, not able to unlock the parables of Revelations or any of the rest of them, but yet still they claim that they are doing so by God telling them this. These quotes that they preach to you every Sunday and many times every day on television when they have the money to even try to express that in order to get even more richer, and the poor gets even more poor, and the lovers of God for his word are being less taught more and more about the true word of God. Kickstart yourself, people. Kickstart your spirit when I talk to you. It should trouble every true believer in what you are seeing today in the world. And you know I'm telling you the truth with what's going on. Lying presidents, lying scientists, lying church, supposed to be teachers and preachers of the word of God, never being able to come to an understanding. So how can you teach a person? If you're the teacher, are you expecting the student to believe in your words without edifying the parables? I don't think so. But it seems as though people are too damn busy trying to get rich nowadays, especially the churches, which has more money in their accounts than the bank in Kentucky of the treasuries of the United States. This was said by the treasuries, that the churches bring in more money, especially in Italy, from the Catholic givers, than all the monies we have in Fort Knox. The churches has it, and yet still they're looking for the government to assist and help the lost sheep of God, they claim, misleading the sheep with wormwood and the tares. They're too busy trying to get rich and smoke dope and rape young children. The preacher man is lost. He's been lost before the crucifixion. And yet still he say, here I is, instead of here I am. I am that I am, says the word of Adonai. Not I is that I is. You understand what I'm saying? The preacher man in his confessions of the truth that are not. Why isn't he telling you the truth? But yet still many of you believe him. But remember the words of God. I won't know you that say you love me and don't obey my commandments and my statutes. God never changed the law nor the statutes. When he sacrificed himself, it was for the believers that hold on to the testimony
of Moses.
Now you know that's true.
Mushi.
Yet and still you're being told he died for your sins. He didn't die for your sins. Every man is judged according to his works, which are his sins or his goodnesses. He died and sacrificed himself for all those who loved him. And if you loved him, you would obey his commandments. He came to fulfill those laws and testimonies of Elias, which was Mushi and Elijah the prophet, and Isaiah and Isaiah.
And Ezekiel.
But you've been lied to all these days, every Sunday,
And Zechariah.
not Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday,
Daniel.
Friday, Saturday. Because
Jeremiah.
you weren't there. He had to make
Jeremiah.
plans. It took him 6 days to plan how to trick you in one day on Sunday. You hear what I'm saying? How are you going to ever learn anything? You would be so damned old. You hear what I'm saying? You would be so damned, that means you'd be damned and old, and still wouldn't understand learning verses every Sunday from you're supposed to be shepherds in the field feeding the sheep. They're not feeding the sheep, they're feeding themselves. Look at their homes and their cars they drive and the way they dress and their attitudes. They are like up on a high mountain. It's sort of like Jack and Jill. When they went up the hill, they both fell down over a pail of water, which was handed down by the Spirit of God, the living water. So they brought no water down from the mountain. And this is where we stand today. I would like to say this. For you people that are old enough, Caesar was a god. You hear what I'm saying? Now, that lying old serpent beguiled Eve from the beginning in the womb, which produced Cain, the 8th-day man that we hear people say that his name was called Ahadam. Eth-Ahadam. Eth means ethnic. Separation of races. That's what eth means from this one minister that comes on TV 5 days a week, preaching racism and saying that he's not, because people write in and to him complaining about it. I'm going to clarify. Don't worry about his words. Listen to him. He'll tell you that he's preaching racism, the same as you'll see on my clips of what's really going on with the beast. Remember, they have one mind, and that is to give it unto their leaders of those 7 mountains, and they come together as iron. But, like I said before, mixed with iron and clay in their legs. And the stone cast down from the word of God will tumble them till they be no more but ashes and dust to dust. What is the meaning of the book of Revelations written by John? I'll edify it to you all. First, everyone must remember the first thing, and that is the book of Revelations is a text of prophecy of the past, the present, and the future, of the end and the beginning and the present of days, of man's being on this earth, meaning the beginning and the end of prophecy given to Adam and to Eve and to all of their children to come, and to the last generation of the fig tree, from generation to generation, to the end of flesh, mankind, and all other flesh.